So in celebration of the blue moon, I'm going to have a little blue moon moment. There are people outside on the full moon. It's always louder on a full moon. People talk more. They go outside more at night. Things happen. I find that as the moon opens, to me opening is when the light comes out of it. My heart opens and I'm more likely to feel connected with people. When they say things, it's not that I accept their things any more than I accept it the rest of the time, except that I take what they say and I accept it, and I'm more humble and open about like absorbing people rather than like deflecting them all the time. And that's what the moon is doing. It's a reflecting place, and it brings the light back to us, and I try to absorb the light rather than reflect it back. I guess the light is energy, and it fills me with creativity. I'm feeling very creative right now. And I also want to reach out. But also, look, this is a picture someone drew of me writing. That's me in the picture. Someone drew that, one of my friends. You know who you are. With ink, and people love getting letters. I love getting letters. Nobody gets enough of them anymore. I don't think we realize how 100 years ago, literate people, if you were lucky enough to be literate, you wrote all the time to people. Probably if you were well-to-do, you spent a good majority, not majority of your day, but a piece of time writing to people, writing long letters. It was your form of communication when people were so spread out and it took so long for information to travel. Now I know travel happens really fast over the internet, and it makes you divert your energy to things that give you satisfaction faster. You know, and you know, it's so much, 70% of the internet traffic, I could be wrong. You don't always come up with like statistics that aren't right. I get that from my mom. But a whole chunk of internet people don't, or watch porn, or traffic, okay, a whole bunch of them. A big portion of the internet is used for pornography and, you know, games, gambling. I'm sure you can think up a ton of other stuff. I mean, you can waste your time on almost anything. Even seeing it, watching news is practically a waste of time. But it speeds everything up, and it just makes it so easy to like be pleased really quickly. I just want to convince people that reading literature, particularly good literature, because I maintain there is things like this. Hold on. So I maintain that reading literature, sitting down to read, you know, something on a printed page, even letters, just reading anything. Newspapers are great too. Journals. These things enrich your mind. It takes longer, but it works in deeper. It's more fulfilling and enriching is what I'm saying. You know, you can just do it the easy way, but you're never satisfied, are you? Are you ever satisfied when you do it the easy way? I don't think so. I'm not saying I've never looked at porn. I look at porn. I look at porn sometimes. But that's not to say that I don't also understand that it's pretty bad. Oh, it's awful. So, I feel that in a way YouTube is so cool because you can combine talking to people and sharing ideas and experiences the way literature does with the image, creating someone talking, the image of someone talking, but speaking in a rhetoric or a language that is in any way inspirational to anybody. That is art. You know, one of the definitions of art, you can come up with a million, sure. what's your definition of art? That's my question for this video. What's your definition of art? But one for me is if it inspires you, anything. You know, even that like piece of like Virgin Mary made out of the piece of crap or whatever. You know, it inspired somebody, inspired the guy who made it. That just automatically art is anything you intend to be art. What is art? You know, James Joyce pondered the question of what art is. You know, modernism was the part of it was questioning what is art, what is fiction. James Joyce did it in, gosh, Finnegan's Wake, but I'm thinking of The Portrait of an Artist as a Young Man. God, like the whole thing was about like what is art? The aesthetic arguments, the ethical arguments, you know? I want to make art on YouTube. I don't know how to do it yet. Like this seems like a start. This just seems like a start, just being honest and talking, using the language I want to use. I want to get better at speaking. I come up with some good things too sometimes. Okay, not very often. Okay, like once in a blue moon. It seems like a dream to me. Like something I'd never do, but I did. And I do. I like it when you talk about my budgies. I love my budgies. They haven't been in a lot of videos lately. I will try to put more budgies in the shot. So keep commenting. Maybe I shouldn't plead with you, but it's a blue moon, and I want you all to take away from this how important it is to connect and absorb with people, and it's important to do it quickly but thoroughly. The full moon brings outside my window the creatures of the night. I live downtown in a city. The vagrants come out, the crack whores, people who are hungry, people who are on drugs, people who are oblivious, a lot of mentally, more mental, yeah, I'm sorry, but there's more of that on a full moon, and I hear it, and it drives me to, God, it's not even compassion yet. I'm not even like at a point where I can feel compassion, but it like shakes my soul, and it hurts it. It's hurting it, and I want to stop that. I want to not be afraid to go down and talk to people, and I'm angry that, you know, the time they can come out and just wander around and talk and kind of be visible is under a moon, is at nighttime. People are marginalized. I'm marginalizing people. I'm being marginalized because I'm marginalizing people, and I'm aware of that, and I'm telling people about marginalizing people, so they're marginalizing me, and everything's marginalized. The universe is marginalized. This is not that stressful. It's a blue moon.